Yeah, hello once again. Thank you very much for joining me. Yes, for clicking the button. Very grateful for that. Before I say anything, we have to be grateful to God. We have to thank Him for what He's doing. Yes, as I said, the numbers that we recorded in Ghana's case of COVID-19. Now, we have 17 people who have recovered. Yes, they've recovered from the virus after the treatments and the second rounds of tests proving negative. That means they've totally recovered from the virus. Meanwhile, we also have 56 people who have gone through the treatment and in their first round of tests have proven negative. So now we are waiting for the second round. Hopefully that will also turn out negative, bringing our total number of recoveries to 83. Yes, we must continue to adhere to the protocols, measures by government and health experts. Very important. Yes, we're still in the lockdown. I said that we can use some periods of a lockdown for some reading, and I've been doing the reading with you. We're reading this interesting book. It says that Heaven and Hell 1000-1, which is written by Rev Park Yong Gyu. Today we are going to continue. It's been very exciting, very interesting. Yes, now we've gotten to a place where Pastor Park Yong Gyu is now in heaven after he met God and was told to go with the angels on a tour. He went to some places where some people were living largely in fantastic homes. Yes, well-built structures for people who actually walked in truth with God, obeyed His commandments, and did His bidding. They are living in luxurious apartments in heaven. Whereas we have some people who also, their deeds couldn't fetch them enough materials that could be used to build for them in heaven. Yes, so today we are going to continue. Reverend Park Yong Gyu is going to tell us what the angel told him, that as Christians, the requirements that is expected of us that will also yield materials that can be used to build our homes in heaven. Yes, to build our house in heaven, so that we can also have a perfect place when we exit the stage of life. We get to heaven, we can also relax in fantastic homes. Yeah. Now, after the visit to the place where people who have been shamefully saved reside, the angels told me the requirements for Christians to receive such beautiful homes in heaven. First, we have to evangelize to as many people as possible. How should we evangelize? The angel told me. Assume there is an unbeliever who does not know the Lord. The moment you decide to evangelize to that particular person, the building materials for your homes will be provided. As you unceasingly pray for their salvation, more building materials are provided. You must continue to check up on them, visiting them, and continue your evangelizing. This will add more materials to your homes. If a person says he or she cannot make it to church because they do not have nice clothes, then you must provide them with some. If a person says he or she does not have a Bible, you must provide one. If a person says he or she does not have glasses to read, you must provide it for them. You must provide whatever you are able to, so this person can be led to the Lord. Those who live in the best homes are those who had evangelized many times. The angel then escorted me to a place where the saints lived in nice homes. This is where saints who had evangelized much lived. It felt like downtown heaven. In Christian history, there are 4 people who have the biggest and most beautiful homes. The angel showed me the home of American evangelist D.L. Moody, British pastor John Wesley, an Italian evangelist and Korean evangelist Pastor Choi Gun-nong. These 4 people have the largest home in heaven. These 4 had spent their whole lives evangelizing to people even through up to the time of their deaths. Within the Korean believers, there was a lay believer who had a large home. This lay believer had built many church buildings with all his possessions. He had given 3,000 bags of rice to the poor. He secretly helped thousands of pastors and leaders with their finances. He helped students studying theology or in Bible school with their tuitions. He had also taken a pastor 65 years old into his home and taken good care of him. His own church had kicked him out. I heard an angel shout, "The materials are coming." I questioned the angel to my right about the materials, and he told me, "These materials are for a deaconess from a small church who is from the country. In fact, she receives materials every day. Even though she is poor, she comes to early morning service each day. She prays for 87 church members daily. When she finishes praying, she cleans up the church." I heard another angel shout, "Special delivery, special delivery. The daughter of the deaconess has given what little money she had to her mother. However, the deaconess did not spend it on herself. She bought 5 eggs and 2 pairs of socks for the church pastor. Even though it may appear to be a small offering, she had given all she had for the day. This becomes special materials for her home in heaven." Second, those who also have large homes are those who have built church buildings or other buildings for kingdom purposes with their possessions and resources. In heaven, I also met an elder named Choi. Among all the Korean elders and deacons who are in heaven, he had the most beautiful homes. His home was much higher than the tallest building in Korea. Choi had built many churches in Korea with his wealth. I asked the angel, "How about my house?" "It is in the process of being built." The angel said, "I begged to see my house, but they told me it was not allowed." I continued to beg, and after some persistent begging, the angel said, "The Lord will now allow it." We entered the chariot and traveled very far to another place. I was full of expectation. I asked, "Where is my house?" The angel replied, "It is over there." But it looked as though the place was only a foundation, only ready for development. I cried out, "How could you do this to me? How can my house be in a developing zone?" Surviving the Korean War, I sold my only home to build a church. This church eventually grew to 5,000 members. I wrote many books inspired by the Holy Spirit. One book became a bestseller. With the proceeds from the books, I built Christian schools. The school birthed 240 pastors. During my tenure as the dean, I had given out over 400 scholarships to over 400 poor children. I have built homes for the widows to live in. This all cost huge amounts of money. So how could this be? Why is my home on a land in development? I am so upset. The angel replied, "Stanley, you do not deserve to live in such a beautiful, nice home in heaven because you have been honored by people countless times. Every time you have built or done something good, you were praised by people. You were even honored by the secular news. Therefore, all your works are in vain." Matthew 6:1. I looked at my home in the development zone. It was located in the middle of 3 other homes. It only had 3 stories. The house had many small rooms on the first 2 floors. I asked the angel, "Why do I have such small rooms?" The angel answered, "These rooms are for your sons and daughters." "I only have 4 children," I replied. The angel responded, "No, they are not for your earthly children, but for the ones you had evangelized and are saved." I loved it. I asked, "Where's my master bedroom?" The angel said that it was on the roof. That bothered me. My room was not even finished. In an angry tone, I said, "It is so small. Why is it so difficult to finish?" The angel replied, "You are not even dead. We cannot finish your home or rooms because we do not know if more materials will be provided. Do you understand? When we entered my room, I saw 2 certificates hanging on the wall, so I went to read them. The first certificate described when I was 18 years old, living in an orphanage, on Christmas Day. I was on my way back to early morning church service. I had seen an elderly man shivering on the street. I took my jacket off and gave it to him. The deed had given me a reward in heaven. The second certificate described the same incident, but it was for buying some bread with the little money I had for the elderly man. The amount is not the issue. The act must be accompanied by genuine faith. The dollar amount has no significance. We left the place and headed back out. During the ride, one of the angels asked, "Are you sad? I will tell you how to have a beautiful home built." The Lord said, "When you go back to the earth, you must go to tell the people about heaven and hell as you have witnessed." Second, the Lord desires you to build a place to gather elderly female pastors and evangelists who do not have place to go or live. If you truly, faithfully do this, you will have a beautiful home. Alright folks, this is where we're going to end for today's episode. It's all about the journey to heaven and hell by Rev Park Yong Gyu. I hope you were blessed today also, because I have really enjoyed it and I am blessed. Yes. Meanwhile, in this era of COVID-19 pandemic, please let's stay home. Let's stay home. Let's stay home. I'm emphasizing on that. It's very important. Looking at Ghana's case, 566. Yes, though we have some good news, but we must also adhere to measures by government and protocols by health experts so that we all can't break the chain of transmission and save ourselves from this pandemic. My name is Bimpo Mental Philip. Now, the next journey is to hell. Yes, we're going to see what is happening over there with Rev Park Yong Gyu. So thank you very much for lending me your ears. See you tomorrow. We're going to read as well. Enjoy your blessings. Bye-bye.